Oh my. It took me a minute to realize it, but there's a sandwich in the picture as well. I couldn't see the sandwich because of the high beams.
The guys that's never going to notice. Lay down. I wasn't really hungry, but I know it should be.
Oh, I'm hungry. I was definitely hungry.
Considering I never ate anything.
Yeah. Oh, we got 2 likes. I don't know who else is in there yet. I don't know. That's funny. No. But I'm guessing you're 12 since you lead off with that. Hey, what's up, Phil and Mike? Welcome, welcome. When you moving out, Mike? Good. I got spicy chicken tenders, blue cheese dressing to dip it in, and macaroni salad. It's actually my lunch. I mean, my breakfast too, so brunch, I don't know. I'll be arriving in Dumaguete the 11th of August, Philippines time, 9:55 a.m. If you have a Costco membership, you can probably get them on Amazon too. But the Premier protein bars and shakes are extremely good, and they're like, I think the bars are like 28 grams of protein, and they're not grainy. I'm on leave, so I'm basically done with work. I have to go in for an hour or two this week to submit an email that has my actual 2-week notice that I'll start on the 26th. And then I'll go in a couple days the first week of August for my checkouts, possibly a few hours another day, depending when they schedule my exit interview with my division boss. Yeah, well, I found I can get hey legend, it's more than 18. It's 4 weeks from today, Philippines time. So the 11th of August, I'll be flying into Dumaguete at 9:55. I found that I can get most of the Kirkland brand things that I like on Amazon for close to the same price I'd get it at Costco. So, yep, really, my flights are confirmed. Your police clearance. 11th of August, not September. So no, I don't know what day that is. I know I'm missing Corey's wedding by about 3 days because he's getting married in Boracay on the 8th. Interesting. I wonder how I do that, especially if I'm already over there. Oh, it's your birthday. Yes, I arrive in Dumaguete on your birthday. Nice. If the audio is not as good, it's because I don't have my mics in right now, so I can get the phone charged. Hopefully I don't have any problems, because the only thing that's on there is something that shouldn't be on there. When I got together with my current wife, the kid's dad tried to make claims and had a temporary no contact order put on the kids from me, and then we went to court for it, and I have the paperwork showing that the judge threw it out and terminated it and didn't grant the permanent one. But somebody at the courthouse in King County never went in and toggled it to closed. So hopefully, yeah, maybe you can email me that, Mike, so I don't forget. It's KuyaStormYT@gmail. You already have it. I'm pretty sure we were emailing. Yeah, if the internet cuts out or something, it's just, well, it's shifting Starlink satellites behind a black walnut tree I have. And that's at audio, not video. I'm squeaky clean. It just shows an open case, but there was no violence and it was tossed out. I have the hard copy documentation. But they're lazy at the courthouse, and they were basically telling me I was going to have to get a lawyer and submit paperwork for them to fix it. I'm like, really? You screwed up and I have to pay money for you to fix yourselves? That makes sense. I even overheard the judge whispering to her clerk, basically saying how stupid it was because I worked at the shipyard, and if it was true, I wouldn't have my job. Just like if I had been arrested or anything, I would have immediately had my security clearance pulled. We were emailing a while back, Mike. A lot of people miss the YT, short for YouTube. And you can use that also in Google Chat, and use the email address in Google Chat, and you can message me directly. And then we don't have to bother with email chasing. I use that because it's not tied to one device. Google Chat's free. It just takes a Gmail. It's actually built into, a lot of people don't know it, but it's already built into the Gmail app too if you don't want a separate app. They don't know it's there because they have to go into the Gmail general settings in the app and turn on the checkbox for chats and spaces, show chats and spaces tab. Ash, come on. One of my other knucklehead dogs let him off. Hey, Mark Wharton, welcome. I'm eating on stream as usual. I don't care if that's my norm, so it's all good. How you doing today, Mark? Cool, man. She just woke up. She should be in here shortly. I don't know if you figured that out yet or not, Mike. I can't say it on her stream, but I can say it on mine. Well, I'm not worried about eating on live stream. Like I always say, either people like me or they don't. Whether it's how I talk or my language or my eating, I don't care. Oh yeah, me too. Although it tends to be on the watch yourself end of it if I'm just waking up. Yeah, I just saw that a few minutes ago. The news came out while I was in the shower, actually. Richard Simmons died. Chip. Richard Simmons died. Richard Simmons, the guy in the tight shorts that...
Oh, he died?
Yeah.
Good for him.
How many times did they have fake stories out that he had died over the last, like, however many years? I don't know. I feel like Richard Simmons was one of the people that Howard Stern used to crank call. Yes. It's my live stream.
I don't know, he always came off as so gay to me.
Well, yeah, but
Come on, people, you can do this.
yeah. Yeah, but back when he was like big in the 80s, that was not really the norm, so it was always played down.
Now, when Olivia Newton-John died, I was kind of sad about that.
Remember in the 80s and maybe the early 90s, all the ads you could order his VHS tapes.
I had a crush on her since junior high.
I'm gonna get some more ice in my or water in my coffee. Pick up. I'm back. Right. My phone over here, so I'm not so turned away from my chat phone, that is, so I'm not so turned away from the screen. Do a little propping up action. It is hot today. 90.8 in the shade. Which is hot for Seattle area. Oh, it just hit 91 in the shade.
Need that cool breeze to come up.
Yeah. All right, somebody come up with something to talk about. Thank you, Chi. Don't know who's still in here. We had Mark Wharton, Phil M. Mike, and Legend. How'd you sleep, Chi? It's hot enough. I'm about to take my shirt off, but I might scare some people. Hey, Gary's Kitchen, Megalith, shout out, buddy. How you doing? It's early in the Philippines. It's what, 6 a.m.? Ninja coffee maker to brew Death Wish coffee on iced mode, so it takes into account ice melt, so it's not watered down. I appear to usually be eating on stream, but that said, I was 223 even this morning, so even with eating more and the stuff that Chip's been eating, I'm still losing weight. So I was at like 236 even when I started talking to the guy about selling my house in, I don't know, late April, early May. Yeah, I still use Fahrenheit. Certified quality, hello. You are now a moderator. I don't know what I was saying. Oh. So I'm down. 13 pounds?
And another huge battle.
On what? Oh, in your book? Yeah, certified. I'm in the country. Philippines would be considered province. I'm west of Seattle, a ways, about 2 hours from Seattle. No, no, no. Seattle is not a hot state. Washington State is cold and rainy and usually overcast. Summer last year and this year have been longer. But I mean, most of the year here it's in the 50s and 60s, and if it's not raining, it's overcast. Seattle is Pacific Northwest. It's the most northwestern of the continental U.S., not including Alaska, because Alaska is separated by Canada. Now, Western Washington can get hot, but the Seattle area is not usually hot. And we don't usually have air conditioning, so it's over 90 right now at my house in the shade, which for here is hot. Hot states here would be Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, places like that. Washington is usually cold and wet unless you're on the eastern side of Washington. Yeah, I'm not big on tennis. I'd rather watch golf. But Phil and Mike, does that have to be? I know a lot of that stuff has to be within a certain amount of time, and I can't do the SRV until essentially April because my birthday's at the end of March when I turn 50. So I'm not so sure that I can get it right now. I feel like it needed to be within 6 months.
I've lost motivation.
Rest, you got to work tonight. Don't worry about it. Old dog legend versus up and comer and 20-year-old. What? Oh man, the way that you wrote that, I thought you were talking about Philippines expat vloggers. I was like, is there another brawl coming up? Mike, do you know, does it have to be within 6 months or a year for the documentation? Because I may have to come back. Yeah, well, I can get the police clearance there, but I think the other thing you're mentioning is of singleness, but I still have to come back to do my divorce at some point. So I don't need that because I can't get that right now. I'm not a golfer, but I would rather watch golf than tennis, and I'd rather watch curling than golf, tennis, or basketball. Right. And I can't apply for the SRRV, I believe, until I turn 50, which is the end of March next year. So if I have to, I'll fly back and do a bunch of stuff and then turn around and go back. So I've got 8 months, 9 months to worry about it. Okay. Yeah, message me on Google Chat too, not just emails. It's hard for me to keep track of them. They keep getting buried. And just use the email address in Google Chat, and that's how you find people. But I'm excited to get out there. My voice is a little froggy and I'm clearing my throat because I have, even though my creamer is lactose free, it does have some like lactose removed dairy, which makes me a little phlegmy. I was already a little dehydrated from yesterday. Yeah, I know that. I am getting travel visa in the interim. Yeah, I mean, I could do that for 36 months if I needed to. I'm aware of how it works. You can visit Chi and I. It's my live stream, so I can say it. The three of us can collaborate. Yes, she is. I'm just not allowed to say it in her channel live stream yet. See the big smile? Yes. The video that you made about getting the apartment, that was for us. I'm the other half of we. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Awesome. I appreciate it, Mark. Thanks. Thanks for that, Mike. Yeah, and I'm going to do lots more videos and stuff. I haven't been able to do many videos and even as many live streams as I want because I've still been working and I had to get the house sold and get my passport. And once I get to the Philippines, I'll have plenty of time to actually start doing everything I need to do. I am a lucky man. I won the lottery with Chi. She's amazing. She's beautiful, and she's beautiful inside. She's a sweetheart. I watched her for a while, and that's why I helped with the tooth, because I didn't expect anything back. I just knew that she was, I could tell she was super sweet. And I felt bad that she had to keep hiding her tooth because she was shy about it, even though everybody said, don't worry about it. So I was like, all right, how much is it? Because obviously she had to keep pushing the getting her tooth fixed. So I was like, how expensive is it? And she said it, and I didn't even. I just went over to her PayPal and sent it. Hey, Scott Mason. Good to see you. Make love. Shout out. Yeah, I'm super excited about that, Mike. We had Legend in here. I think he bounced. I think Giga may still be in here. Chi, I think, is in here lurking. There she is. You know, Leah is married to a pastor, right? That looks like he's about 6'5". I think the Filipina vloggers yeah, I know that channel. She's married. Oh, Leah of Expat Guide Philippines. I'm thinking Philippines Life with Leah. Maybe it is a different Leah. No, I'll have to look at it. I'll check it out. She seems to know almost everybody or getting ready to meet everybody. Oh, is that? Well, see, I think we're talking about different Leahs, but which Leah are we talking about now? I feel like Wang and Sizzy and Steph Filipinas are single, last I knew. You don't need to email it. Just add me on Google Chat, buddy. It's free. It's easy. It only takes a Gmail. I just don't like WhatsApp because it's tied to one phone, and then Facebook Messenger, I may lose Facebook at any time. Especially, I just added my, or maybe it was last night, my US number that I'm keeping, which was tied to my old Facebook account, to my channel Facebook. So we'll see if in the next few days or a week if I lose that Facebook or not. I'm anticipating I will, so. Ouch. So that's why I push people to Google Chat instead of Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp. I have 3 phones, 2 are going to have service. WhatsApp only goes to 1, or I have to have multiple accounts. And Facebook could get ripped out from under me at any point. So I got on Verizon chat, support chat in the Verizon app before I showered and got food and came on live, and I have canceled my second phone line on Verizon because I used to have a second phone that didn't have a camera to be able to take it to work in the shipyard. So that phone is shut off. A couple days ago I shut off my DirecTV completely. I already had it on like the cheapest or a very, very low package. I wasn't using it, but in case my parents came up so they could watch the news. And then, so as of today, the second phone line is shut off. And I have phone plan change for the line I'm keeping scheduled to take effect on the 10th. So while I'm en route to the Philippines, it'll switch over from the unlimited plan I have to Ultimate Unlimited, which still gives me a ton of data and adds all the features of the international plan. So strangely enough, or unlimited ultimate unlimited, something like that, is better than having the actual international plan, and it's cheaper, which is bizarre. I'm moving to the Philippines in less than a month. Well, technically, I'll be most of the way to, well, I'll probably be in Manila. It's 6:30 a.m. So I think I arrive in Manila sometime around now, a month from today, Philippines time, and then I'll be in Dumaguete at 9:55 a.m. Uh, Sunday the 12th of August. Yeah, it's so U.S. A lot of countries' money goes far in the Philippines, but especially like U.S. dollar, Canadian dollar, Australian dollar. So yeah, I am moving to the Philippines shortly. I'm listening. I'm doing a couple things in my game real quick. Are you excited, Chi? You can tell I'm not excited at all. Little slow. Give me something to talk about. I think I did take a Benadryl, so it'll kind of make me a little drowsy, but I tried to get ahead of my sinus is getting a little stuffy, but it's already nailing me a bit. Nice. Yeah, I love retro gaming, but at this point, I'm glad I hadn't invested a bunch of money in old arcade cabinets. What I really wanted was one of the old sit-down cocktail tables type, like the old Joust or Pac-Man that you'd sit on either side and you could set your drinks on it. It had big plexi over the top. Those were awesome. But I started on an Atari 2600 and a Commodore 64. And I had an NES, had a Genesis. I borrowed, but I effectively owned a Super Nintendo for a long time. I don't think I owned a N64. I did own a 3DO, which was a short-lived system. I went through 3 original PlayStations because I kept using them so much I would burn out the CD drives. And then I've been an day one Xbox owner for the Xbox, the 360, Xbox One, Xbox One X, and I was supposed to be a day one for the Xbox Series X, and I had pre-ordered on, I think it was Target and Amazon, and they both oversold and had to cancel my pre-orders. So I tried to be a day one on all of them. I don't know. I thought I heard that he is now actually gonna be in the new Pirates. N64, still two of my favorite games ever are on there, and they were very far ahead for their generation. That's the old 007 GoldenEye and Pod Racer. That was like you could buy the little memory increase to try and make Pod Racer a little smoother or a little better, and it didn't really change much. But that game was just mind-blowing for the time it was out, for the graphics and the speed at which you were flying and stuff, so how fast it was processing. And both of those were first person. Well, no, yeah, Pod Racer could be first person, but most people did it third person back over so you could see where you were at better. First person looked cool, but it was not very good for racing because you couldn't see if somebody was next to you or really judge how close you were to the edges. But basically sitting just third person, just back behind the pilot seat was a very good view. Yeah, I don't know. I've never played GTA, surprisingly enough. GoldenEye was originally N64. I love when people drive by my driveway slow and they're obviously looking. Yeah, come on out on back, dude. I'll let my dog go. Oh, the other game that was amazing, and it was OG PlayStation, Twisted Metal. That game was so much fun. Oh my goodness. Racing game with weapons. That was awesome. And Rush 2 on N64 was also very good. I liked racing, but doing the stunts, that was awesome. Thanks for subscribing, Certified. I have done everything I can to avoid allergies and being congested, but I took my Flonase, and then before I showered I took a Benadryl, but I still got them. I kind of liked Castlevania, but those type of games also drove me nuts. I still love Contra, but yeah, I'm trying to think of other games I played. Zelda 1 and 2. And I think I poked every single overland block, graphics block that you could reach with your sword to try and see if it was a chest or a cave on the entire map. I even had grid paper and had drawn out maps and I don't think I did it to scale, but I can't remember. It was a long time ago. I think I had pages and pages of it. I think every grid was a square on the graph paper. Kapango Vlog, welcome. Make love shout out. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's always nice to see people. Yeah, I never had Neo Geo. I know some people like imported it, but it was never. I think I could have shipped it in, but it was a pain in the butt, and I was going to sea and was. I went from single guy in the barracks to married with a kid. I had launched a Final Fantasy VII. I had the T-shirt for years and years. I don't think it was GameStop yet. I think it was back when we had like there was like Software Etc., Electronics Boutique, and GameStop. I think there were all three of those. I can't remember which one I bought it at. My favorite of those was Electronics Boutique because they would let me try a game, and if I didn't like it, they would let me trade it in for store credit and get a different game. So, because back in the mid to late 90s, you could look at the box graphics, and until you started playing it, you didn't know if it was trash or not. It should start cooling down a little bit. The sun's almost ready to go behind the trees here, so that'll be nice. Chip was going to do stuff in the house today, which is good, and I need to help him, but I really just wanted to live stream. But then while I was showering, he got called into work tonight, so now he's going back to bed, and he said he lost motivation. I don't blame him. He went from having last night and tonight off to just having last night off, and he's got to go into work unexpectedly. Yes, but did you ever have a 3DO system? I can't remember the two. I know one of the two companies that were licensed to make it. I had the Panasonic one. I can't remember the other company. But a lot of people don't even know what 3DO is. That's why, if you're a real gamer, you know what 3DO is. And it was originally a test project at Electronic Arts when they were still one of the huge developers. And they spun it off into its own company. The guy that was head of Electronic Arts had started the project and then spun it off to its own company. And that was happening. They weren't making the consoles yet, but my senior year of high school, I was taking personal finance. And our teacher said, okay, you've got $1 million or $2 million US. The assignment this semester is to research and buy stocks and then keep a track of it in the Wall Street Journal that they got in the they had a subscription for the school library there, and to track how our investing did. It didn't stay up very long, but when 3DO split off from EA to its own stock, it was crazy. It went from like pennies to I feel like I saw it go up to like 600 and some dollars a share. Man. And I knew it was going to happen because I was a gamer and I was watching the magazine articles about it. So from the before they even split off into another company, I was way ahead of that. If I had actually had if I had had 8 to 10 grand to put into it at that point, I would have made so much money. Not like Bitcoin money, but it would have been a lot of flipping money for like 1992, 1993. Yeah. It had a flying shooter. I forget what it was called now, but it was actually pretty fun. There were aliens attacking, and you were like flying over Gaza. There were pyramids and stuff. Yeah, I would have made a ton of money my senior year of high school if I could have actually invested in it. And when I was out in Connecticut for sub school, I bought one, and then rather than worry about breaking it and trying to ship it, I sold it to another guy out at sub school. But I did own it. It was crazy when I bought it because I was an E1. I had been in the Navy for like 3 months, and it was like, I think with tax it was like $400, and that was super steep back then. That's like the equivalent of buying a Series X or higher in 92, 93 money. Well, I guess it was 94 when I bought it. It was either late 94 or early 95, because I did sub school, and then I had like 6 weeks of ACU, awaiting class up, where we had to clean or do other menial tasks for a few hours a day while we were in between Navy schools. And then I went to A school, and then I came to Washington State. And except for my 3 years in Pearl Harbor on shore duty, I've been here in Washington State since 95. So just over 29 years, because I got here in June of 95. How's the audio doing? It seems to be doing, the S24 and S23 seem to have good mics, but so I probably don't need to use the mics when I'm on live stream. Here anyway. I don't need to do it if I'm live streaming and I'm sitting right next to it, but if I was anywhere else than here, I would probably use it because of the pickup is really good, and it's got noise cancellation and stuff. See you, Mark. Thanks for coming in, brother. The wind noise that Jasper gets, he would not have if he had the DJIs. But the problem is I can't charge the phone while the DJI is plugged in. I need to check the audio quality of doing a Bluetooth, because that's one of the reasons I got the DJI 2 or mics 2, is you can Bluetooth connect the mics, one mic to your phone. So Audible console, NEC, PC engine, super graphics. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. The other thing that was super hokey was Sega CD, or the Sega Genesis, with the Sega CD thing that you would plug in and have on it. Oh my goodness. The only thing that was remotely like that but less clunky was, I can't remember if it was the 360 or the Xbox One, that you could get the separate HD DVD drive for, before Blu-ray won out between the two, which we all knew was going to happen. Yeah, I used to get like I got PC Gamer, even though most of the time I didn't have a PC. Once upon a time, I had every single Nintendo Power magazine. I feel like there's a joke in there. Yes, Chi is my sunshine. That's a good emoji. They shot at him and he got hit and nicked in the ear, is what you're saying, I think. Let me go over to Google News, find my app. I need to add it to my. Damn it, there. Play. Nope. Google News, I'll add that to that. LA Times says rushed off stage at rally after what sounded like gunshots. See what Fox says. Former president had just begun to fire up the crowd when as many as 5 shots were heard and he went down surrounded by Secret Service. Yeah, as they led him away with what appeared to be blood on his head, he raised his arms defiantly. Yep, you're correct. Oh my goodness. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's one of the best presidents we've ever had. Biden and Obama both have actively worked to destroy the United States. Fuck Obama, fuck Biden. Excuse my French, but where do you live, certified? Are you in the US? Too many people only believe what is said in the mainstream media and it's garbage. Yeah, if you only listen to the major networks or the mainstream news, you're going to think he was horrible and he's awful and he's a racist and he's this and that. It's all garbage. The whole January 6th thing was a lie. You know, when I lost my Twitter accounts at the same time. One was gaming only on January 9th. 45 minutes, because General Flynn used to follow my Twitter account. And January 9th, when they took Trump's account, and then Sidney Powell, who was Flynn's lawyer and is or was one of Trump's lawyers, they took Trump's account, and then they took Sidney Powell's account and General Flynn's account, and within 45 minutes, both of my Twitter accounts were down. A month later, my Facebook account was taken down. I had almost 18,000 Twitter followers. My biggest week was 23.7 million retweet reach. That doesn't mean things that I tweeted, but things that either I tweeted or retweeted. That's how far my influence went. Things that I saw and shared or reshared, 23.7. I don't even think that's the highest week. There were some weeks that Twitter hid the API from the third-party analytics. So I think I had bigger than that, but the highest one that was recorded that they didn't shut down the API was 23.7 million. And I had 800 friends on Facebook. I would say 750 plus of those were people I knew in person, going back all the way to elementary school, through boarding high school, the Navy, all the ships I've been on, all the submarines I've worked on, all the people I've known in the shipyard. And I just had too much reach, so they took me down. And on Twitter, I was resharing video of Capitol Police opening barricades and motioning for people to enter. The fact that I was followed by Flynn and how much reach I had, and that I was sharing what was really happening, or why my Twitter got taken down, and eventually my Facebook account. I didn't call for any violence. I didn't promote or support any violence. I actually told people not even to go on the 6th because I knew people from the other side or agencies were going to be there trying to start problems, and they did. I hope Trump gets in and pardons every one of the January 6th people. I had video clips of people coming out of windows from the Capitol, out of Capitol building windows that were right next to a bunch of shrubberies and a tree or a tall bush, one of the two. And they quickly changed their clothes, because somebody was waiting for them. They changed their clothes into all black, grabbed their backpacks and left. Yeah. It was definitely not legit. So I was showing that there were provocateurs in there and that the Capitol Police were inviting people in. And I lost my account because of it. So. And they're just now acting like, oh, wow, maybe Sleepy Joe isn't okay to continue. He's been this bad for most of his presidency, but they just denied it and kept supporting him. And now that his campaign is doing so bad against Trump, they want to get him to drop out. And he says he won't. So the only way for him to, it's basically, it's the 13th, so it's mid-July. If he doesn't voluntarily leave the race, die, or get removed by the 25th Amendment, those are the only ways to get him off the ballots in at least 3 states. And he's saying he won't leave the race. So now they're going to do something to probably force him out or have him removed. I think it'll happen before. So these are some of the reasons why I am getting there before my original plan of February, March next year. More articles today about previous sniffles, outbreak spikes, more cases of avian flu. They're going to pull something. I'm getting the hell out of here, and hopefully August 9th is soon enough. So, if you're still here certified, I don't hate you if you like Biden, but to say that Trump needs to just step away, I'm sorry, that's not true. It's not correct. I don't even know if I have anybody watching because it says there's one person with 11 likes. So either everybody left because of my rant or my internet died. I don't know. It's fine. It's okay for me. I'm sorry to get on a rant, and I try and keep it out of here mostly. But when people start spewing about Trump, either you're not doing actual research or you live outside the US and only get foreign reporting, which also talks bad about him. Russia and China and North Korea sure as heck don't want him back, because they won't be able to continue doing all the stupid things they're doing to the US. Xi's here. At least they got Xi and maybe Giga. Everybody else wandered off when I started talking about Trump. I don't care. Or they're over streaming a news channel to get covered. Something worse happened to him. Ahead. Oh, are they already saying like good or something? But yeah, they talk about how violent his supporters are, which they're not. I'm sure there's bad apples in any group, but we're not the ones that were burning down cities. So if you hear and don't believe that people were shadow banned, removed from social media, things like that, I'm one of the people that was. And I know lots of other people that were too. I'm actually really surprised that they didn't take my Instagram, because my Instagram is linked to my Facebook. I think the only reason they didn't take down my Instagram is that I wasn't really doing anything political on Instagram. But Twitter took my gaming account too. So, and I tried to appeal it after Musk took it over. I don't even know if it was changed to X yet, because he was talking about general amnesty and reinstating accounts. I know he did, but mine didn't get seen, so none of my accounts got reinstated. In fact, I made a 2X account for this YouTube channel, and I was at work one day and clicked on a link and signed in on the wrong phone and forgot about it. And like a week later, I tried to go back in, and I was gonna follow somebody that had an account from here, from YouTube, for about Philippine stuff, and I was gonna start posting links to my shorts and stuff. And my KuyaStorm YT X account has also been removed because I made the mistake of signing in on my work phone, and they associated the numbers. So it's still going on, even with Musk being in charge of it. They're still doing it. I'll be right back. I gotta put some stuff in the fridge. Hey, Jester. Yeah. Who's the violent group? Is it his supporters? No.
I'm trying to get down and find a.
Yeah, I always wanted to have a German Shepherd. That's the other kind I wanted besides the lab. Sorry, I'm bleeding. I wouldn't have woke you up, but I figured since you're awake, I'd tell you. Jester, I also called for the removal of all shorts and cover-ups from Behole for the period of our trip. Yeah, my neighbor that came over a few times now, he's got German Shepherds. I actually wasn't even thinking about how long it's been since I met the one that I really liked of his, Zeus. And I guess Zeus has been gone for like 5 years. Nice, 13 likes. I don't know who else in here. Obviously, we got my account, Chi, and Jester, maybe Giga. I'm multitasking and checking for news updates on that. Yeah, that'd be tough. That would be tough, Jester.
When I left office, that was the lowest point, and that comes right from the government services, comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Came from behind him.
Sounded to me like 8. Sounded to me like 8 shots.
I thought it was 4.
It was like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And look
I don't know.
what
Maybe it's
happened
5.
to our country. Probably 20 million people.
Just saw the footage.
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months
5 or
old.
more shots
If
at
you,
Trump
wanna
rally,
really see
they hit his
something
ear
that said, take
or
a look what
something, but
happened.
he's okay.
Eight.
Yep, 8. People were reporting it was 5. It was 8. Just happened in the last half hour-ish. Oh, that was another one. That's 9.
If you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Maybe it's 7. 8. You counted 8 too?
Yep.
That's another one. That's 9. But he was already down, covered by Secret Service at that point. I'll probably get flagged on this live now.
When you're ready, on you. Ready? Move.
We got no fucking clue where it's coming from.
All guys here. All guys here. Move to the stand. Get ready. You ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move?
These fucking idiots just fucking standing there.
Put that in the Marf channel. Put that in the Marf channel on Marfugal News.
Mark Center.
Marfugal News.
Okay. I'll send it to you.
Watch out.
He's up.
They were saying on the video that the shooter was down.
He's got blood on his ear.
Yeah. So they hit his ear. Yeah, and everybody thought I was crazy for moving up my trip to the Philippines, or my move to the Philippines. Prayers for DJT. And now the election really gets crazy. Stand by for all sorts of things to go into effect
No
now.
bystanders are hit.
This doesn't surprise me at all. My prediction.
Fuck.
My
Got taken
prediction.
off.
Huh? You got taken down?
Yeah.
So the video he was just watching evidently has been scrubbed. You know, you watch. What's going to happen now is all sorts of rhetoric, and Sleepy Joe, something will happen with him, and they'll say it's Orange Man Bad supporters retaliating for what happened to him.
Yeah, 8 shots.
I feel like the one way after made it 9, but maybe it made it 8.
Okay, send it over to you.
Thanks.
His polls just went up. Oh, wow. CNN. Former President Donald Trump is rushed off stage after he fell to the ground at the start of a rally. Not immediately clear what caused him to fall.
CNN already lying. One person is dead from the shots. Hopefully, they just posted in there from Blazing Press. Man.
Just creased his ear.
Looks like it tore his ear the hell up.
Huh?
Looks like it tore his ear the hell up.
Yeah, it looks like it creased it.
We'll see if the 9th was soon enough. It's saying somebody's dead from gunshots, but I don't know if it's... They said the shooter was down, so I don't know if it's from the person that was firing or if it's the shooter's dead because they shot the shooter.
That one picture I showed you is going infamous.
Yeah.
Some raising his hand.
Yep. Yeah, I don't have words right now. All the articles about the various illnesses and things I've said about the election are just being proven true. I had this feeling like you need to get to the Philippines immediately. Your internet's boing again. Sorry, sweetie. Well, prayers for President Trump and prayers for whoever died if it wasn't the shooter themselves. Rick Grinnell, I forget who he was. I feel like he was one of the... He may have been... DNI. I feel like he may have been Deputy of National Intelligence. I can't remember.
Nigeria is killing Christians.
Two viewers, probably everybody is now tuned into the news about that. They already know who the shooter is. Samantha Heidelberg, well-known violent transaction activist known as the Palm Springs Punisher. Elon Musk tweeted out, X'd out, whatever. Last time America had a candidate this tough was Theodore Roosevelt.
Saying 8 wounded,
Really?
1 killed.
But is the one killed the shooter, or somebody that he shot? She shot.
I'm working my way down. Man reported died. Is supposed to be a Trump supporter.
Here we go, people. This is the garbage I was talking about.
And they don't have the shooter.
They said the shooter was down. How do they not have him?
The shooter condition is still unknown. Manhunt is underway.
Jeez.
Not sure if it's the shooter or not. That
All right, who we got in here? It's quite the somber time. My channel, I'm probably in trouble with this live. Oh well. I hope the night is soon enough to get there. People are trying to calculate possible range. 0.22 seconds between impact and rifle, or the actual sound arriving. We got 4 people. We got viewers in here. Somebody say something. Let me know who's in here. One thing is saying that they have footage of the shooter being dragged out of the rally, but then other reports are saying that a manhunt is underway. So I don't know if the person they dragged out was the shooter or the fatally shot supporter. 8 wounded, 1 dead from assassination attempt on Trump. Gary is welcome back. She's in and out, her internet's up and down, but the reason it's like nothing now is, if you haven't heard it, they just had an assassination attempt on our former president, so that's where all my viewers went. Probably watching the news, which I don't blame them. I'm looking up news on Telegram right now. Man. Oh man, Hanukkah. All right, somebody come up with a topic. Welcome, whoever's in here. I think we got Chi and my second device, and maybe Gary's Kitchen. Thanks for the 14 likes. Sorry it's quiet at the moment. Kind of a lot going on, reading up on news of the incident that just happened with our former president. Hey, Matats. Welcome, welcome. Make a love shout out. .88 degrees Fahrenheit here in the Pacific Northwest. That's good. Y'all were complaining about the heat and how dry it was recently, so you need a lot of rain so you can get the whole system reabsorbing
That's
water.
right. Take a look at the arrow on the bottom. See the big red arrow, right? So that's when I left office. That was the lowest point, and that comes right from the government services, comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then
I don't think Jester's in here right now, Matets. I think he's watching the news because somebody just tried to assassinate our former president. Everybody's watching the news right now.
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Well, that Secret Service is fucking slow on the jump.
Butler Police Department confirms the arrest of Mark Violets, identified as the shooter, known Antifa extremist.
Send that one to me.
I did. Hi, Nico. Well, everybody pray I get to the Philippines before something keeps me here.
Oh yeah, one guy's saying it's Samantha Heisberg.
Yeah, that was obviously not it. The police
Other
department.
one saying it's Mark Violets.
Well, the police department has said it's Mark Violets. We'll see.
And they got him alive.
I don't know.
Confirms the arrest.
Two people killed, one in critical condition.
Sloppy.
Thank you for the community post, Matets.
Should have a Secret Service guy in front of him and make sure nobody's shooting him in front. Sloppy.
Well, good thing it was sloppy, and it's a good thing he had his head turned the way he did, or it would have hit him in the bucket. Mom's Journey to a Helpful Life. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for like 15. Jasper's got a video premiere in 30 minutes.
The Trump fanatic.
It's not going to say that Trump was going to be retaliation on Sleepy, I bet. And that's retaliation from a supporter.
CNN. Trump poked off the stage after he falls. But you let me know.
Yeah, man. Sorry, I'm quiet and reading news. Wow. Good job, lefties, confirming everything I've been saying about why I felt like I needed to get the heck out of here and get to the Philippines immediately. Hopefully, immediately enough. I really need something else to talk about. Thanks for being in here, Chi. You're such a sweetheart. I'm sure I'm connected, but I'll verify. Yes, I am. Must try and not be stressed out. Oh, that's good. Happy Sunday in the Philippines. It's a nice warm Saturday afternoon here in the Seattle area, US, Washington State, also known as FEMA Region 10 or FEMA Region X in the, that's what's used from the Roman numericals. State of the media. They shot Trump in USA Today says loud noises. Attendees at the rally in Pennsylvania claiming Banger was on the roof of building adjacent to the rally, eliminated by a Secret Service counter sniper team only seconds after he began firing. Yeah, almost there with Chi. Sana all. Oh, Hanako's on that one. So many people around here, and probably my parents too, didn't think I was serious. Suck eggs. Yeah, so the one they were dragging out, I am not picky, was someone that was shot, not the shooter. That's a negative. Not picky on food. I would almost bet I'm less picky than Chi, especially since I can eat super duper spicy food. I love Spam. I've loved Spam since I lived in Hawaii. Fried Spam with rice and eggs is Hawaiian breakfast. That's my favorite. Spam or sliced Portuguese sausage fried. So Matets, I asked my son before he went to Navy boot camp what if he wanted me to make my wing recipe, because I made my own sauce recipe for wings, chicken wings, or if he wanted Hawaiian breakfast, and he voted for Hawaiian breakfast. So my son got over easy eggs, fried Spam, and rice for his last meal at home before he went to boot camp for the Navy. Mess her up. You know, trim a little here. I tried to get it, but it just didn't want to cut. Yeah, Jester, I just don't know if it's going to be fast enough. I told you, I'm like, stuff is coming. I need to get the hell out of here and get to the Philippines now. This is exactly the kind of stuff I was talking about, why I moved up my trip. If you're on Telegram, Jester, you should find me. This one article is, it's not an article, this one post is dumb. It's saying he was shot in the head. He wasn't shot in the head. They tried to shoot him in the head. They shot him in the ear because he had his head turned.
He turned his head. First he left it to the right, but whichever way he turned his head, that's what saved his life. Well, probably God, too, obviously God, but luckily God had him turn his head. that phone kind of close. So it's not the mic. Let's go live. Let it go. Audio.